Hello, guys. So I was on my JMI reports today. I went and did a couple of inspections, as they call them. So I figured I'd hop on and discuss the FAQs here. To the best of my knowledge, as still a fairly new field inspector for JMI. So uh, one of the questions is, what are the advantages of being a field rep? Um, it's your schedule. This is definitely a supplemental income kind of job. They don't pay you mileage. You just get paid per the job uh, when you do the job. You don't get paid for your drive there. It's not an hourly pay. They'll say it averages out to this much per hour, but it's just one set payment per job. But it is your own work. You set the schedule. You can call to schedule an appointment with the insured and kind of work together to create a time for you to go out. So even though you're having to set a time with them, it's still on your time. Because if that doesn't work for you, you tell them what works, and that usually should do it. Gosh, I'm sorry. I've got a lot of glare from my computer. Anyway, so the equipment that you will need, your phone. It's got to be new enough, of course, a smartphone to be able to handle the application. There's actually two applications you need to download. That's Expand Share, I think, and Blue Sky View, which is the one you'll be working off of the majority of the time. Anyway, a background check. I undergo, yeah. So you will get a background check done on you through JMI. You don't have to pay for it, they will. You do need a driver's license, and you do need a vehicle. Even if you have to borrow one, it's not like it matters whose it is, as long as you can get to the location that you need to go to. So, let's see. Any required meetings on a regular basis? Nope. And in fact, you'll get emails stating when they've updated like policies or people within the actual JMI company, but that's it. Support if you help. I have not had to call support, but I can tell you right now, the person who is supposed to be my manager, my area manager, I still haven't got in contact with. And so I've just kind of wrote them off. I don't think they really care enough about you to bother. You're just a field inspector. So, yeah, so don't expect anything like that. But I could tell you the job is so easy. If I knew it was okay to film what I was doing, like screen record what I was doing, I would do that. But then that put somebody's personal address out there, and I am not knowledgeable enough on how to smudge stuff out or whatever. Anyway, so but I can walk you through a job as I go through it if you wish. What should you expect for earning potential or hours per week? Right now, between the very first job, it was 23 days till I got another one. Actually, there were two. So once I accepted the two, I started working them, and in between the two, I had another one pop up. So I did that. And then today I was doing the last one, and then I had another one pop up, so I went ahead and I did that one as well. And that second one actually was super simple. The moment I opened it I hit go, because that's the button you have to push to actually go to that person's information and find out what you have to do with that inspection. It said, do not call insured, or contact insured, and do not contact the insurance company. All they wanted were like whatever pictures you could get, because they didn't even want you going onto the property. Do not go onto the property, and it's very, very specific. So it was super easy. I parked on the road, I got out, I took 3 angled pictures, the front pictures that you will have to take at any inspection, period. And then I was done. It took me 3 minutes to do my sort of inspection there. I did answer the questions that I could answer without talking to the owner, and I took the pictures I could take without going onto the property. And then I went onto my tablet to finish up the inspection, basically submit it. After you submit to the web on the app, then you go on to the desktop or laptop, and you can finish it there. Whether you do it at home or not, that's up to you. My laptop works. I can do it all right on site. So it has its own internet. Anyway, so I did that and I was done. It took me 3 minutes, and that one was $13.50. I'm not sure if I was actually supposed to say that, so I hope I don't get dinged for that. But anyway, there you go. For 3 minutes. Now, it was a little far to drive. It took me about a half hour from the location I was at previous to get there. So I find that sometimes you might consider yourself losing money at locations, but others you'll make it up, because the location before that I drove just, I think, 5 miles. It was only 5 miles away, and that one was a little bit more money. Anyway, so some give, some take. Just continue. The more you do, I think, the more they want to give you. So anyway, more experience. Anyway, you can work for any company, similar style companies. So like JMI Reports is field inspections. I also just started with Douglas Guardian, which is audits, and for like car lots, camping lots, like campers, RVs. Anyway, so you can work for multiple inspection companies. They don't keep you tied down to just them. Probably because they all don't have that much work. That's why it's a side gig or a second job for those of us who are older, who don't use the gig words. Anyway, how far will you need to travel? You will receive orders based on the distance between property being inspected and your residence. You can choose your initial radius of operations and have the freedom to adjust your radius as you get more familiar with the work. So we will work with you to establish your territory, because all locations and situations are not the same. That is strictly coming from the JMI Reports FAQ. Anyway, so I actually made my radius like 20 miles because I know the area really well, so I don't mind. Do you need to climb a ladder or go under a crawl space? We never require a field rep to climb a ladder or go into crawl space. All inspections are completed from ground level. So like say you have to get roof pictures up close, roof pictures as they're called. You can't always do that. So like the other day I had one, all I could see was the edging of the roof, and so I just got close up to that and called it good. I'm still getting paid for it, but you can't do it with all of them. Some of these houses sit up high and then the roof's really high. So anyway, and then it says what type of work is available. We complete both interior and exterior surveys on residential and commercial properties across all 50 states year-round. This includes rural, suburban, and urban locations. We generally start our reps out with the most basic reports unless they have prior experience. And that's it. There are no uniforms. You have to wear slacks, though, and you have to wear an appropriate shirt. Polo, something. It has to have a finished edge. T-shirts, no T-shirts. You want to be professional. Sorry, my hair's like coming out of its ponytail. Anyway, you have to be professional. Anyway, so I mean it's easy. I find that when I go to a house, I tell the owner they don't have to be there as long as they're available for a phone call for me to talk to them for about 5 minutes. And in some cases, it's not even that much. They want you to answer the questions as much as you can for the insurance company. And if you can't answer them all, you can't answer them all. You just got to do your best. Just kind of use your best judgment as you go about. Anyway, so yeah, that part takes me about 3 minutes. And if all I have to do is take pictures, I'm in and out in like 5-10 minutes. I mean, it's super, super easy. So yeah, just be presentable. Remember, you are the contractor. So you also have to take out your own taxes from this. They don't do that for you. This is all on you. Consider this your own little business. So say you get paid $15 for the job. Take out 30% and stick that in a savings, a business savings, and take the rest of it and stick it into a business checking, and kind of take that and keep it aside. Don't put it with your everyday income if you are a full-time employee. Keep them separate. As a past business owner, I highly recommend you get a business account, or at least get a separate checking account and separate savings account just for this. Anyway, so I'm not going to go into any of the accounting kind of business owner kind of stuff. Just that's my suggestion. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, so if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I am more than happy to answer what I can, when I can. And after I've done my first Douglas Guardian job, hopefully will be next week. I have to train for that. We'll start talking about that as well. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for popping on with me today. Have a wonderful day and blessings.